I'm like you now, ugly and unwanted.
Thanks.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at movies released between 2022 and now that we honestly expected to suck until something changed our minds.
The surface? Easy. I know a way. But it won't be easy.
Number 10, Thunderbolts.
Lena being a hero. There is no higher calling.
Several years ago, simply being affiliated with the MCU was enough to guarantee a hit. After Endgame, though, the masses began losing interest in the overarching story. Now it usually takes an A-tier name like Spider-Man or Deadpool to pack theaters. Being primarily comprised of B players, Thunderbolts sounded like another misfire rather than a shot in the arm. Surprisingly, the critics didn't just praise the cast and their dynamic, but also the film's mature portrayal of mental health.
I'm just drifting, and I don't have purpose. I thought throwing myself into work was the answer.
If the reviews didn't hook you back in, then the title rebranding post-release most certainly did. Somewhat mirroring the film's reception, the main characters were initially discarded as damaged goods. By the end, they've won the public back with a vengeance.
But eventually, you come to realize that there are bad guys, and there are worse guys, and nothing else.
Number 9, a Minecraft movie. Although Minecraft exploded into a cultural phenomenon in the 2010s, the sandbox game left a certain generation saying, I don't get it.
No, in this Minecraft forest, how do you get wood?
Punching trees?
Right, you punch the trees to get the wood. You get the wood to build the cabin.
Oh, I see. So when does the game start?
You are playing the game. This is the game.
I don't get it.
We guess something similar can be said about a Minecraft movie. Immediately labeled a soulless sellout banking on IP and trendy actors, the film seemed destined to fail after the teaser triggered eye rolls across social media. Once it hit theaters, I Am Steve went from a groaner to a rallying cry for fans. Several other moments became interactive memes, most notably the chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey!
Whether you found this behavior obnoxious or just plain fun, it suddenly made a Minecraft movie a cinematic experience. An experience that might not be for everybody, but to say the film found an audience would be an understatement.
You hear that? That's the sound of sizzling. Smell that smell.
La 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 lava! Chicken! Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell!
Number 8, Anyone But You.
So are you gonna ask me out now?
Yeah, I am.
Quietly released during a busy holiday season, it seemed this rom-com would get drowned by the competition. While Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell are appealing stars, it sounded like we'd heard this story before, and not just because Much Ado About Nothing provided the basis. With mixed reviews, we expected Anyone But You to come and go, but critics undersold the chemistry between the leads.
Can you not swim?
I'm an excellent swimmer.
Why are you so out of breath?
I'm fine. How much further do you think?
Are your eyes closed?
I think it's dark.
Why are you so out of shape? You have like a 10-pack.
I'm not out of shape. I've benched 295, 300 once. I just don't do cardio.
Over the following weeks, the film demonstrated remarkable legs at the box office, hanging in the top 10 until mid-February. In true sleeper hit fashion, word of mouth propelled the film past the $200 million milestone. It goes to show that people still want to see rom-coms on their silver screen, so maybe think twice before dumping them on streaming.
How do you know my Serenity song? How do they know my Serenity song?
Number 7, Avatar: The Way of Water.
The most dangerous thing about Pandora is that you may grow to love her too much.
For over a decade, we constantly heard two things. Avatar 2 is still happening, and nobody wants Avatar 2. Despite being the highest grossing movie of all time, the long-delayed sequel faced what felt like endless discourse as naysayers argued that the first Avatar was overrated, and people wouldn't return to Pandora 13 years after the fact. Between the massive budget and the pandemic alienating theatergoers, the haters were ready for this to be an epic flop.
We must fight. Sheik, I will not stand and do nothing.
It's a trap. They want us to hit back. They're not hunting Tulkum. They're hunting us.
The narrative started shifting after the title and teaser were unveiled at CinemaCon. From there, The Way of Water just kept making waves, encouraging audiences to see this visual marvel on the biggest screen possible. As he did in 2009, James Cameron proved why you should never doubt him.
You're not leaving, are you, Jake?
It's okay.
Knowing I'm out there, knowing that I'll never stop, I'm coming for you. When I do, I'll kill your whole family.
Dad!
Then let's get it done.
Number 6, Wonka.
A good chocolate should be simple, plain, uncomplicated.
Whereas this, with all its bells and whistles, well, it's just
weird.
We just didn't understand why a Willy Wonka origin story was necessary. The 1971 film starring Gene Wilder is a classic that's never going to be topped. Sure, Wonka had a promising director in Paul King of Paddington fame and Timothy Chalamet as the titular chocolatier.
I still gotta give you a message. Sell chocolate in this town again, you're gonna get more than a bonk on the head.
I love a bonk on the head.
What is with me today? Can you give me just a second?
Sure.
Of course, the same logic could be applied to 2005's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which left a bad taste in our mouths despite having Tim Burton and Johnny Depp at the peak of their popularity. Wonka had a golden ticket though, winning audiences over with charming songs, appetizing visuals, and an everlasting heart. Even Hugh Grant's Oompa Loompa, which everyone thought would be the worst part of the movie, wound up being one of the most amusing.
Huh. Oh, you did it again. Tell me what it is or I shall poke you quite viciously with a cocktail stick.
Number 5. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What a wonderful day!
Rise of the Planet of the Apes exceeded expectations in 2011, only getting better with each installment. As far as we were concerned though, the story ended with Caesar. There was no reason to continue.
Caesar was first out there. Now, I am Caesar!
He is not Caesar.
So when Disney officially announced that another Apes film was in the works, it sounded like the company was milking every last ounce of brand recognition from the Fox deal. It didn't help that neither Andy Serkis nor director Matt Reeves would be returning. Nevertheless, the trailer's stunning visuals got us into the theater where we were ultimately sucked in by the new characters and thought-provoking themes. A twist ending also became a talking point, compelling audiences to spread the word that there was still life in the franchise.
Hello? Is anyone there? Do you hear me?
Yes, hello? This is Fort Wayne, Indiana. We read you. It's good to hear another voice out there.
Number 4, Transformers 1.
If we survive this, I'm gonna kill you! I accept those terms.
A few exceptions aside, the Transformers movies have repeatedly burnt us. An animated origin story sounded like a refreshing change of pace until we saw the trailer. The animation itself appeared underwhelming, as did the attempts at comedy. But how does that saying go? More than meets the eye? That pretty much sums up Transformers 1, which was not only funnier and more visually interesting than the advertising suggested, but at the story's core it was a heartbreaking story of brotherhood turned rivalry.
I'm done saving you.
Rave reviews and an A cinema score sadly wouldn't be enough to make it a financial success. Yet, more people are discovering why this has been praised as the best Transformers movie ever, hopefully putting it on the path to shaking that underrated status.
Actually, it's pronounced Badassatron. In case you were wondering. Badassatron. You like that, right? Badass.
I'm gonna need you to talk less.
Number 3, Prey.
We have him.
No, he has us.
While the original Predator is an action staple, the follow-ups have ranged from bad to better than expected, but still not the first film. With Prey being a streaming exclusive, we figured it must have been so terrible that Disney skipped the theatrical release. Sometimes a studio doesn't know what they have, however.
I've been practicing. It's time. I'm ready for my Katamir.
You really think you're ready? You want to hunt something that's hunting you.
We were completely blindsided to see its Rotten Tomatoes score in the 90s, with critics hailing it as the best Predator movie in 35 years. Breaking records for Hulu, Prey honored its predecessor without relying on nostalgia. Instead, it took the series in a new direction, with a period setting and a badass heroine who doesn't need the heaviest artillery to turn the hunter into the hunted. Seriously, why wasn't this in theaters?
I don't know that this thing can be killed.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Number 2, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Excuse me, does this have shellfish in it?
Yes, sir.
Although we enjoyed the first Puss in Boots well enough, nobody demanded a sequel over a decade later. By 2022, we were kinda over the Shrek franchise. Who could have guessed The Last Wish would be the series' best entry since Shrek 2?
Sing, Puss, sing!
Nah, it couldn't possibly.
Months ahead of its release, the film screened its first half hour at Annecy, where audiences were blown away by its mature themes and Spider-Verse-esque visuals. Buzz continued to build following its premiere at Lincoln Center, making a Best Animated Feature nomination seem inevitable. Not only did Puss go to the Oscars, but the film had 9 lives at the box office, keeping audiences coming back for months. Sometimes a close call with death leaves you with a new lease on life.
Is that a stick? What are you gonna do with that? Ow!
You shouldn't have done that, mate.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Barbie.
Flat.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Really?
A movie based on Barbie? Clearly, this is going to be a corporate-mandated cash grab that defines everything wrong with cinema. That's what we all assumed until Warner Brothers threw the most uncharacteristic of curveballs. Greta Gerwig was directing and had full creative control. The trailers confirmed what Gerwig's involvement promised. This wouldn't just be another IP movie. It'll be an auteur picture that just so happened to be based on a billion-dollar property.
Could I just meet the woman in charge? Your CEO?
Oh, that would be me.
Oh, your CFO.
Me.
Your COO.
Here.
President of the Barbie division.
Present.
I'm a man with no power. Does that make me a woman?
Just as the ads targeted those who love and hate Barbie, the film managed to be a mainstream crowd pleaser while still appealing to die-hard cinephiles clamoring for unique voices. Even getting a Best Picture nomination, Barbie threaded the needle in ways nobody could have anticipated when it was first announced years earlier.
You're so beautiful. I know it.
What recent movie surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments down below.
What madness is this?
Brain.